Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap. Between the
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is... It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it. It gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be third down. To throw on third down. Lloyd. He's got Turner. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Throwing on first down. Lloyd. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a set. Come on, go.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Let's go, baby.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 70 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Set. 18 Gator. Switch up, switch up. Five.
On third down, Hoskins. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. first down. Chambers. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 104 yards, and a score as well.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Orlando with the football here to begin the second quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He can run. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the fumble recovery, Lloyd. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Lloyd. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Lloyd going right side here, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. To throw on second down. Lloyd. And his throw here is incomplete. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Lloyd. It's caught. He finds Myers. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Lloyd. He's got his man on the crossing route. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. This will be their first trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back there, as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. I was pretty surprised. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Now bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here are visitors to take over on offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Shoot!
On third down, Lloyd. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. So here is the home side to take over on offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now left side on the swing pass. 11 more on that one and another first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Parham. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Single receiver.
They'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They're going to look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. On 1st and 10, Lloyd, he'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23. Operating from the gun. Lloyd throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Welcome back live to Orlando, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lloyd. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. Here as he's taken down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
This is taken at the 15. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ready. 30 base.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brian. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Back to throw. Lloyd. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
This is taken at the 23. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
117. Ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Chambers, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 2 touchdowns. At time, a huge factor. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. On first down, Chambers. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throw left side complete. That's Myers. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defense.